Hi, hello, good morning, dear students. So, in our previous class, we had discussed packing efficiency and we calculated packing efficiency in simple unit cell, BCC and FCC. As I already told you, out of these three, one question will be asked for final exam for 3 months. Now, let's see density of unit cell. So, guaranteed there will be 2 marks questions from this topic. There will be 2 marks question for your final exam. Okay. Here, density of unit cell. So, I am going to derive the formula for density of unit cell. So, the question will be asked on density, that is problems. So, there will be no questions. Problems will be asked on the topic density. So in today's class we will see how to find out what is the formula of density of unit cell, and we are going to calculate numericals based on density of unit cell. Okay? Yes, density of unit cell. So to study unit cell, actually, so we cannot able to study the unit cell by taking the unit cell in hand. If you want to see duster, I can easily handle this duster with hand. But it is not possible to show you the unit cells by using hand or by using naked eyes. Then how can we study the unit cells? How can we say this is the edge length of unit cell, how many particles of unit cell are there? How can we say all these things? So these things can be identified by X-ray diffraction studies. Okay? So what helps us? X-ray diffraction studies. So by passing X-rays and by diffraction of X-rays, we came to know the nature of crystal lattice. So that means what kind of unit cell it is, whether it is FCC, BCC, primitive, right? This can be identified by X-ray diffraction. Okay, and we can also find the edge length. The edge length of unit cell is very, very small. We can't able to measure by using scale or tape. Then how can we measure the edge length of unit cell? We can measure the edge length of unit cell by X-ray diffractions only. So we can measure the edge length of unit cell by X-ray diffractions. We can find out what kind of unit cell it is, that is whether it is primitive, BCC, FCC, that is also based on X-ray diffraction studies. And by knowing the nature of substance, so to know the nature of substance, so whether it is in which form, right, rhombic, monoclinic, I already told you the types of crystals, all these things can be identified by X-ray diffraction studies. So I can say a crystal, the measurements of a crystal or a unit cell can be identified by a process called X-ray diffraction. Now let's find out the density for a unit cell. Density. So density means mass by volume. Okay. How much mass will be a crystal and how much space it occupies. So it can be called as density. So we know that density is equals to mass by volume. Density is equals to mass by volume. So how will be the mass of unit cell? Mass of unit cell. Mass of unit cell is nothing but what? Mass of unit cell is nothing but what? For example, if you take a bag and if you have full of apples in that bag, then if I ask you what is the weight of the bag, what you will do, you will take that bag and put it on the weighing machine. It will show 5 kg. Then how many kgs of apples are there in bag? 5 kgs of apples. Is it correct? Shall we count the weight of bag? No. It is negligible, right? So therefore, I can say if mass of unit cell means, mass of unit cell is nothing but the number of particles present in it. The mass of number of particles present in it. Okay, are you getting what I am saying? So the mass of number of particles present in it. So number of particles is denoted by Z. Okay, number of particles is denoted by Z. So what is mass? Total mass of particles, whether it may be FCC, BCC or primitive. So the mass of the particles be M. See, very simple. If I ask you to find out the weight of apples in a bag, so it is nothing but what? Weight of number of apples. If 10 apples are there, so then 10 into what is the mass of one apple? One apple is 100 grams. Then total weight of the bag is 10 into 100, that is 1000 grams. Is that correct or not? Similarly, mass of unit cell is nothing but number of atoms. If BCC it is 2, Z is 2. For FCC Z is 4. For primitive Z is 1. Then M is what? It is nothing but mass of one atom. Mass of one atom. Mass of one atom into number of atoms will give us the total mass of the unit cell, correct? So here where Z is equals to rank, where Z is equals to rank. Rank means what? Number of particles. Where Z is equals to rank, so that is nothing but number of particles. What is M? M is equals to, small m. M is equals to mass of particle. Mass of particle. M is equals to mass of particle. So, mass of unit cell is equals to number of particles, that is Z, into mass of one particle. Okay, next. Let edge length of unit cell, let edge length of unit cell be A units. We can take edge length of unit cell be how many units? A units. This how can we know, sir? So how can we know the edge length of unit cell? By X-ray diffraction. By what? X-ray diffraction. Understood? Okay. Let the edge length of unit cell be A units. That implies volume of unit cell. Volume of unit cell. Volume of unit cell is equals to A cube. Volume of unit cell is equals to A cube. Now you can see by having all these things, I can find out here. You can see this box. Density of unit cell. Density of unit cell is equals to mass of unit cell by volume of unit cell. Mass of unit cell by volume of unit cell. That implies density of unit cell is equals to what is mass of unit cell? Zm. By what is volume of unit cell? A cube. Right? So density of unit cell is equals to mass of unit cell by volume of unit cell, that is Zm by A cube. But we have mass of particle is equals to what we have, molar mass divided by Avogadro's number. This we had studied in first PUC, right? Basic concepts of chemistry we had studied. Mass of a substance is equals to its molar mass by Avogadro's number. We had studied in basic concepts of chemistry, right? So now, note it down up to there. You note it down. I will continue further. Note it down up to there. Okay. So now you can see mass of particle is denoted by small m, right? Excuse me. So mass of unit cell is denoted by small m. Small m is equals to molecular mass. Molecular mass is denoted by capital M divided by Avogadro's number. You all know that Avogadro's number, right? So Avogadro's number is denoted by Na, right? Substituting this in this equation, let it be, this is equation 1. Equation 1 implies equation 1 implies density of unit cell, density of unit cell is equals to, density of unit cell is equals to Z. In place of small m, I will put m by Na, then I will get Zm by Na. So Na will come down, right? Na into A cube. This is the density of unit cell formula, where Z is equals to number of particles, where Z is equals to number of particles of unit cell, where Z is equals to number of particles of unit cell, that is nothing but rank of unit cell. It is also called as rank of unit cell. M is equals to molar mass. M is equals to molar mass of substance. Molar mass of substance. Na is equals to Avogadro's number. Avogadro's number. How much is Avogadro's number? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. This is Avogadro number, right? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. Avogadro's number. And A is edge length. A is edge length of unit cell. A is edge length of unit cell. So this is the derivation for density of unit cell. So in exams they won't ask the derivation, but they'll ask the numericals based on the density. Make a note of it. I will do so near 2 to 3 problems based on density. Make a note of it. Okay. So now what I am going to do is very important. Numericals on density. Sure, they will ask for 2 marks. So you refer question papers. Numericals on density. Write down the first problem. So first problem is like this. AG forms FCC lattice. FCC lattice and X-ray diffraction. X-ray diffraction studies. X-ray diffraction studies of its crystal shows that the edge length of its unit cell is 408.6 picometers. 408.6 picometers. Right? Calculate density of AG. Calculate density of AG. Here, atomic mass of AG is equals to 107.94 U, that is unified mass. So note down the problem. Once again I will repeat. AG means what? Silver forms FCC lattice. silver formed a lattice which is in the form of FCC. Okay. X-ray diffraction studies of its crystals. That means if X-ray diffraction studies is did on Ag crystal lattice, then what we find, edge length of its unit cell is 408.6 picometers. They had given edge length. Okay. Calculate density of Ag. Calculate density of Ag. Okay. First of all, let's write one by one what they had given. That you write down. Solution. Solution. What they had given. First of all, what we have to find? Density. Write the formula here. Density is equals to density of unit cell. What is the formula we have? Zm by Na into A cube. Na into A cube. This is the formula we have. Is it correct or not? Yes, we have this formula. Now, by using this formula, we came to know what and what we have to find out. Right? Here we have Z. Z means what? Rank. Rank is nothing but number of particles. See, Ag forms FCC lattice. FCC means what? Face centered unit cell. Face centered unit cell. In face centered unit cell, how many particles are there? We had calculated, right? Primitive 1, face centered 4, BCC 2, right? You should remember all those things which will help now, right? So the crystals, the Ag forms which lattice? FCC lattice. Therefore, we can say Z is equals to 4. Why? Because number of particles in FCC is 4. That is why Z is equals to 4. Okay. Next, what is M? M is nothing but molecular mass. M is nothing but what? Molecular mass. They had given already molecular mass. M is equals to, what is molecular mass? 107.94 unified mass. 107.94 unified mass. They had given molecular mass also. Okay. Next, what we have to find? Avogadro's number. Already we know the what is Avogadro's number. Avogadro's number is nothing but 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules, right, or atoms. 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms. Okay. Next, edge length. How much they had given? 408.6 picometers. Picometers, or you can also write it as 408.6 into 10 to the power of minus 10 centimeters. Picometers should be converted into centimeters. Okay. You have to remember here that 1 picometer is equals to 10 to the power of minus 10 centimeter, or 10 to the power of minus 12 meters. Okay. I can make it as, see, I'll move this point towards this side. So this implies 4.086 into 10 to the power of minus 8 centimeters. As this is negatives and you all know, so how to make decimal points. We have studied in first PUC, basic concepts of chemistry. As the decimal point moves towards left, the negative power decreases to minus 8, right? So 2 points I moved, the decimal point is moved to 2 places, that's why two numbers decreases. That is 4.086 into 10 to the power of minus 8. Substitute all these values here. That is 4 into 107.94 right? M is 107.94 divided by, right? Divided by Avogadro's number 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23, 10 to the power of 23 into 4.086 into 10 to the power of minus 8 whole cube. 10 to the power of minus 8 whole cube. So using calculator, find out. So I don't have any calculators. I think you have calculators. Now take calculator and find out the value of this. How much you will get? Find out the value. Yes, I think you can calculate it slowly later. I think it's 11.25. How much you will get? 11.25 gram per centimeter cube. Density of unit cell is D is equals to 11.25 gram per centimeter cube. Note it down, right? Did you understand how to calculate density? You can find out and put the value. So I have value, I kept it, right? So you can find out neatly and you find out, you can put the value. So you always remember density is always expressed in gram per centimeter cube. So unit is very, very important. If this problem appears in test or exam for 2 marks, you had calculated everything and you forgot to put unit, means you will lose 1 mark. You will get only 1 mark. So for calculations and all 1 mark, for putting unit is 1 mark. Therefore don't forget to put unit. So density is always expressed in gram per centimeter cube. Density is always expressed in gram per centimeter cube. Note it down. Okay, I'll move on to the second problem. See the second problem. An element with molar mass, 2.7 into 10 to the power of minus 2 kg per mole forms a cubic unit cell. with edge length with edge length 405 picometers. With the edge length 405 picometers. Full stop. If its density is 2.7 into 10 to the power of 3 kg per mole. Sorry, kg per meter cube. Kg per meter cube. What is the nature? What is the nature of cubic unit cell? What is the nature of cubic unit cell? This is the problem. So an element with molecular mass 2.7 into 10 to the power of minus 2 kg per mole forms a cubic unit cell with a cell edge of 405 picometers. If its density is 2.7 into 10 power 3 kg per meter cube, what is the nature of unit cell? First you write down whatever they had given. What they had given? They had given molar mass. Molar mass is nothing but molar mass of substance is nothing but capital M. How much they had given? 2.7 into 10 to the power minus 2 kg per mole. Right? Kg per mole. Next what they are given? Forms a cubic unit cell with edge length of 405 picometers. Edge length is equals to 405 picometers. See here, the density is given in meter cube. We have to convert this edge length into meters, not in centimeters. Remember, you have to be careful. You have to see the problem. Here the density is given in kg per meter cube, not in gram per centimeter cube. Okay? So here the density is given in meter cube. Convert this into meters. That is nothing but 405 into 10 to the power of minus 12 meters. Okay? If it is centimeters, 10 to the power of minus 10 centimeters. If it is meters, then it will be 10 to the power of minus 12 meters. Got it right? Yes. So A is equals to 405 into 10 to the power of 12 meters. Then what they had given? If its density they had already given. Density is equals to 2.7 into 10 to the power of 3 kg per meter cube. Kg per meter cube. So these are the things they have given. We have to find out nature of unit cell. So that means nature of unit cell means what? Whether the unit cell is face centered unit cell, or it is body centered unit cell, or it is primitive unit cell. That is what we have to find out. We have to find out the nature of unit cell means what? We have to say whether that unit cell is face centered or body centered or primitive unit cell. That means what we have to find out? We have to find out number of particles. We have to find out what? Number of particles. If number of particles is 1, then what is the nature of unit cell? Primitive. If number of particles is 2, then what is the nature of unit cell? body centered, right? If number of particles is 4, then what will be the nature of unit cell? The nature of unit cell will be face centered, right? That is what we have to find out. That means we have to find out Z is equal to question mark. We have to find out Z. And we know what is Na. Na is equals to Avogadro's number, that is nothing but 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. 10 to the power of 23. Substitute all these values in density formula. We have, now you see here, we have D is equals to, what is D? We have Zm by Na into A cube. We have to find out Z. So keeping Z like that only, send the remaining things to that side. What will happen? D into Na into A cube divided by M, correct? So I am sending M by Na into A cube to that side. It will become D into Na into A cube divided by M. Now substitute all the values. Z is equals to, so D is how much they had given? 2.7 into 10 to the power 3. 10 to the power 3 into Na is how much? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 into what is A? A already we had find out. What is A? 405, or you can also write 4.05 into 10 to the power of minus 10. 10 to the power of minus 10. This is minus 2. So I reduce 2 digits. Why? Because I am moving the decimal points 2 digits left side. Whole divided by M. M is molecular mass. Molecular mass is how much? 2.7 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Yes, using calculators, find out how much value you will get. Find out the value of Z. Find out the value of Z. Yes, you can calculate. So it's nearly equals, we will get 3.99, so 0 something we will get, right? We will get a value like this. So that is Z is equals to, Z is nearly equals to 4. Z is nearly equals to 4. That is, I will round up the figure, Z is equals to 4. So that implies the rank of the unit cell is 4. That means how many particles are there in unit cell? 4 particles. If there are 4 particles, then what kind of unit cell it is? Therefore, the nature of unit cell. Therefore, the nature of unit cell is FCC, face centered cubic unit cell. It is face centered cubic unit cell. Understood, right? Make a note of it. I will solve one more problem, and you have to work out from question papers, textbooks, and all. So you have to work out this type of density problems from question papers, textbook, and all. If you have any doubts, you can discuss with me or you can message me. So now I will solve one more problem for you. So these type of problems will compulsorily appear in exam. Yes. Third problem. X-ray diffraction studies. X-ray diffraction studies show that X-ray diffraction studies show that Cu crystallizes in an FCC unit cell. In an FCC with edge length 3.608 into 10 to the power of minus 8 centimeters. 3.608 into 10 to the power of minus 8 centimeters. In a separate experiment, Cu is determined. Cu is determined to have a density of 8.92 grams per centimeter cube. Calculate atomic mass. Of Cu. Calculate atomic mass of Cu. Very simple problem only. See here, X-ray diffraction studies shows that copper crystallizes in an FCC with edge length 3.608 into 10 to the power of minus 8 centimeters. In a separate experiment, copper is determined to have a density of 8.92 gram per centimeter cube. Calculate atomic mass of Cu. Same as before problem. But in before problem, we had calculated Z. Here we have to calculate M. Okay. First of all, write down what they had given. What they had given. X-ray diffraction studies show that copper crystallizes in FCC. FCC means Z is equals to how much? FCC means how many particles? 4 particles. With the edge length 3.608 into 10 to the power of minus 8 centimeters. Already they had given in centimeters. No need to convert here. If they are given in picometers, then we have to convert. So next, in a separate experiment, Cu is determined to have a density D they had given 8.92 gram per centimeter cube. We know Avogadro's number Na 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. By having all these values, you can calculate molecular mass. We have molecular mass. So that is, we have the formula density is equals to Zm by Na into A cube. So we have to find out molecular mass. Molecular mass is equals to D into Na into A cube divided by Z. Substitute all the values and you find out the value of molecular mass of the given substance. Thank you for the class. I am signing off. See you in next class.